Hello everyone, Weeper is here to bring you part 5 to What If Female Deku Was the Daughter of All For One. Now we left off at the end of the USJ. Now, we are back in class and Mr. Isaiah wrapped up in bandages walks through the class. And announces that they're going to be doing a dorm system. And you have a few weeks to settle into the dorms, and it'll be light work. But after the few weeks, they're going to go back to the normal routine. As I'm going to say a week goes by. And they're pretty settled into the dorms. No, not pretty settled in, as they're almost settled into the dorms, as Mina announces to all the girls that they're gonna be doing a sleepover at her dorm, and they all think it's a good idea. But as when it comes time for the sleepover, they play a few games. As one of the games is Truth or Dare. As Mina asks Izumi, Truth or Dare. I'll go with Dare, Mina. As Mina pouts a bit and says, "You're no fun." Oh wait, Izumi, I dare you to raid the kitchen so we all can have some midnight snacks. As everyone thinks that's a good idea. As Izumi gives a little chuckle and says, "Alright, I'll be back in 5 minutes." As when Mina opens up the door, a lot of food is floating. As it literally looked like she raided half of the kitchen's food supply. As the night goes, as they all have a go at Truth as it gets back to Izumi. And Izumi says, "You know what? I'll go Truth this time." As before Sue could ask her truth, Mina shouted, is it true that you have a crush?" As a few other girls looked at Izumi and said, "Yeah, do you have a crush?" Izumi, now nervous as hell, quickly says, there, I'll do another Dare." "Oh, no, Izumi, you chose Truth and you have to answer the question truthfully." Fine, yes, it is true that I have a crush. As Hagakure asks, "Well, who is it?" Hey, you can only ask me one question, Hagakure. "Fine, but I'll find out who your crush is sooner or later," says Mina. as they play a few other games before, well, going to sleep. As when they wake up, they can't see Izumi anywhere. As they go down to the common room, as well, Kirishima asks, "Where's Bakugo?" As Mina says, we were wondering where Izumi is as well. As all of them go on a little search as they get to until they get to the training grounds. And they see Izumi and Bakugo training. As well, as it's the weekend, so they stand there for like an hour just watching them train. Until Bakugo spots them and shouts, What are you extras doing?" As Izumi turns to where Bakugo's shouting at and sees the whole class just standing there. As she's surprised that they managed to find them training this as she's surprised that they're up this early. As well, Ida walks over Bakugo and says, "Bakugo, it is not nice to shout at your classmates." Tsk, whatever, Four Eyes. Me and Izumi is gonna get back to training. As they do get back to training. As they train for another few hours before walking back to the dorms. As well, as Mina walks up to Izumi and asks, "Is Bakugo her crush?" And she says, No, Mina. Bakugo isn't my crush, it's Uraka's crush." As, yeah, that happens. As well, the few weeks go by pretty quickly with easy classes and just relaxation time. As they're now sad that they're back to their normal routine. As Aizawa trains them to the bone. And they're all tired by the end of the day, so they just relax in the common room and then go to bed after eating dinner. As well, it gets to a fairly particular day. Aizawa makes an announcement that the UA Sports Festival is on its way. As he tells them that he's gonna give them time off to train for the sports festival. As well, yeah. Izumi and Bakugo train a lot together, like always, as Class 1A pairs off into people that that can help each other train their quirks. As well, we get to, well, not the Fort Sports Festival, but a week before this Fort Sports Festival, as Izumi is wondering why Todoroki only uses his eye, so she confronts him about it. And where he explains it goes like canon, goes like normal, as he just simply says, "I will not use his quirk." As Izumi's a little disappointed and says, "Look, Todoroki, it's not your father's quirk, it's your quirk. Your ice and fire quirk isn't your parents', it is your personal quirk." As Mina overhears this and, well, she's been at times following Izumi around, trying to put down names of possible crushes for her, as she has 3. The first one being Ida, the second one being Koda, and the third one being Todoroki. As she hears the whole conversation and hides. Izumi, well, after telling Todoroki what I said before I explained what Mina's been doing, just walks off and not noticing Mina at all. As it's very, as it's been tiresome for Mina, because she's noticed Izumi walks around a lot. As well, it's the nighttime of that exact same day as Kirigiri opens a portal in Izumi's room as she walks through it. And everyone asks her how she is. She's fine, as she's preparing for the sports festival. As Eri runs up to her and is very happy to see Izumi, as Izumi is very happy to see Eri. As a lot of people have noticed that Izumi's evil personality seems a lot nicer ever since Eri showed up. But they don't say anything because they're piss scared of what she can do. As she has a little conversation with her parents. Basically, them checking up on her, see how she's been doing ever since she got moved into the dorms. Overall, she tells them she's good. As after discussing some plans, she heads to Kirigiri teleports her back to her dorm room and she sleeps. As we get to the UA Sports Festival, as the first match is Izumi versus Shinzo. As Shinzo tried to use his mind control to, well, get her to walk out of the ring, but it doesn't work as he's shocked. As Izumi simply says, with my telekinesis quirk, I can block my mind from your quirk. As he figures out by that logic, she can possibly read minds, but he doesn't know, so he doesn't really do that, as it's very, very as she uses her telekinesis to pick Shinzo off the ground and just transport him to the outskirts of the ring. As yeah, the fights aren't really that intense until it gets to Izumi versus Todoroki. As the fight begins. Now, Todoroki is shooting ice at Izumi, and she's just using her telekinesis to block, pick up ice shards off the ground, and just chuck them at Todoroki, trying to get him out of the ring. As it gets to a point where it almost works, but Todoroki uses his fire to melt the ice before it could even reach him. Izumi, seeing this, gives off a little smile and goes in for hand-to-hand combat. As everyone, even a lot of the pro heroes, are shocked that Izumi, despite using her telekinesis quirk throughout this entire sports festival, she now decides to go into hand-to-hand combat. As a lot of the top 10 heroes know that Todoroki's and Izumi's quirks are perfect for long-range attacks, so the only way to actually determine a winner is hand-to-hand combat, as Todoroki does not get the chance to use his fire or ice to send her out of the ring, as Endeavor, seeing this, is starting to get pissed, as he's thinking, this girl cannot be a better fighter than my Shoto. She cannot. As Todoroki makes a mistake, Izumi tripping him over and then just pushing him out of the ring because he was close to the edge, and Izumi's the winner there, as well. The Bakugo and Waka fight go, well, exact same like it did in canon. As it gets to Izumi versus Bakugo as well, it starts off as a actual close combat. As Bakugo starts using his explosions, forcing Izumi to, well, back away. As throughout the explosions, Bakugo has caused the ring to sort of collapse, meaning there's rubble for Izumi to use her telekinesis on and chuck at him. As she does this, Bakugo using his explosions to destroy all the rubble. But the more rubble he destroys, the more rubble there is for Izumi to chuck at him. As he knows sooner or later, one of the rubble is going to hit him, and then that's going to leave him open for Izumi to, well, kick him out of the ring. As he dodges and weaves the rubble to get close to Izumi, as he gets close enough, as we go to Izumi's point of view, as she thinks, okay, time to test this out. As she puts one finger on Bakugo's forehead, but at the same time, Bakugo explodes her and sends her flying halfway across the ring. Not out, but halfway across, as he then goes for another explosion, but it never happens. Izumi, seeing this, starts laughing and saying, "It worked!" As Bakugo, annoyed, asking what worked. As Izumi says, "Thanks to my telekinesis quirk, I have temporarily blocked your quirk from ever being used." As everyone there was shocked that her telekinesis is strong enough to temporarily block someone's quirk from being used. As Bakugo asks how long, as Izumi says, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 hours. As Bakugo laughs a bit and says, "You're lucky this is the finals." As they start hand-to-hand combat again. As it gets to the point where they're both tired, and Bakugo comes out on top just. As Bakugo is announced the winner of this year's sports festival. As Orf One put a hidden camera in the UA stadium, so he watched the entire sports festival, and him and Inko are proud of how far their daughter has come. As well, as Inko simply says, she's gonna make a powerful villain one day. Yes, my dear, she is, but that boy she likes, he may cause troubles for us. He may even see our darling daughter see the errors of being a villain. As they both look at her crush, and they are not happy. But they don't say anything to Izumi. Because she knows what her parents will do, and they are acting like they have no idea. As I'm gonna leave it off here, guys. So if you like what I'm doing and want to support the channel, comment, like, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell so you can get more videos exactly like this. And on top of that, please comment down below out of now her crush is either Ida, Koda, or Todoroki. Now, when I say Koda, I'm not talking about Koda from the training camp arc, that the Koda that can talk to animals. As yeah, comment down below either Ida, Koda, or Todoroki if you think one of them are her crush. And out.